morning, everyone. Hi, Laurie. I am Jed. Hi, Mr. Prime. So, yes, we're making baked pumpkin donuts with maple cinnamon glaze. Chris has just made me coffee.
Well done. Oil, yeah, I'm Jan. All right, lad. Hello, all.
But yeah, the create. Hi, Tim. How are you? Yeah. I'm just going to put link in for Laurie. And as I always say beforehand, that's only for people that are baking. I will open the panel up towards end. So yeah, it seems awfully noisy here tonight. Chris has just been zipping and Biscuit's slurping on his water.
Zipping in a slurping.
You couldn't make it up. Tracy won't be joining us tonight. She's got a bit of a tooth 30. So yeah, she did say she was going to watch. Ooh, pumpkin spice.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Laurie. How are you?
Hello, Laurie.
I'm living.
So yeah, talking of pumpkin spice, I have got. I think I did put it in the description. I've made my own pumpkin pie spice. It's easy enough to do, and it's This is the thing. I've got all the spices. So it's 3 tablespoons of ground cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, 2 teaspoons of ground nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of ground allspice, and 1 teaspoon of ground cloves. So that's the thing. I just made it. I've got all the spices. So yeah, I made it myself. Hiya, Gordo.
Hey, Gordo.
It saved going out and saucing it. So yeah, so as it says in the description, the recipe only makes 6 donuts. Well, as you know, I've got 2 gannets in ours, so 6 is neither here nor there in our house. So we're doubling up the recipe to make 12. Now the first 6 we're doing the glaze that's in the description. But the second one, I'm trying to find it now. I have done, you know, like I can do cinnamon sugar. I've done pumpkin pie spice sugar to dip the other 6 in. So there you go. And all it were was a tablespoon of the pumpkin spice and half a cup of caster sugar. So first 6 we're doing a glaze, and the second 6, well, this I am. The second 6 I'm going to be doing dipping them in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there we go. So that's that explained.
Yeah. I didn't make my own spice.
I just thought I'd tell everybody. I
didn't make my own spice. I already had it. So I'm like, I'm not going to make it when I already have it up in the cupboard.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, there's only, well, basically, I've just doubled everything apart from the glaze ingredients.
Yeah.
To make that clear, I've doubled everything apart from the glaze because I'm glazing 6 and I'm going to do the pumpkin spice sugar. We're not talking about that tonight. It's baking
what
tonight.
What happened? Did I miss something?
No, stop.
Yeah.
Bang these in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's team. We're not talking about it tonight anyway. Yeah. So, hi Tracy. She says she's got a fat face. Yeah, she's got a tooth and it's sort of made.
Fat face. What's going on?
It's a face. It's a tooth. It's hurting her. So it's.
String door, slam short, jump up.
Did you? Chris says string doorknob, slammed door shut, Job's a good one. So yeah, so we're putting the dry ingredients. This is 250 grams of all-purpose flour. Now, obviously, the original recipe were only for 125. So yeah, everything's doubled. So we're going to put yeah, that's a teaspoon. Is it a teaspoon of nutmeg? Half a teaspoon of nutmeg.
I think I'm using the wrong recipe. Are we supposed to do the flour first, or are we supposed to add the?
I'm just going to mix all my you sort of doing wet and dry ingredients.
Okay.
So we're just going to.
Supposed to be the last thing to go in.
Yeah, we're gonna. I thought I'd do this. This is the pumpkin pie spice. That's going in as well. And what else is there? The baking powder. That is 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So you know what I'm like, Laurie. I like to get everything mixed up.
Yeah.
Do you like my new whisk?
Yes.
Set of 2. They were a big one. A big one and a little one. Being as somebody broke mine.
Ah, are you?
So yeah, so yeah. So this is me sort of just mixing all the spices and whatnot together. There you go, Tracy. Gordo says he's got a pair of mole grips.
Oh my goodness. Get feeling better, Tracy.
It's not very nice when you've got a tooth that's...
Oh, no. I've had abscesses through my life, and I know what it's like to have painful mouth.
Yeah. She's on some antibiotics.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that's your spices, your baking powder, and your everything into the flour. So I thought I'd start off by doing that. So that's everything there. Oh, baby, she's got an infection. That's it. I want the butter melting as well. Right. So, oh, ding. And she can't eat, yeah. It's awful, isn't it?
Poor baby.
So, yeah, so we...
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Well,
So,
Tracy,
yes. So,
you have to look at the positive side, Tracy. You might lose a couple pounds. Who knows?
This is 170 grams of pumpkin puree. So that's going in there. It's like, you know, a wet and dry ingredients kind of thing. I did send you a recipe, Tim, but I've not heard back from you. So, and to this, you need 130 grams of brown sugar. Oh,
okay.
Sorry. So this is 2 teaspoons of vanilla, because obviously I'm doubling up. I need that butter melting, please.
I'll go sit down.
Yeah. Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
Hi, Vanessa. Oh my gosh. I'll be right back.
Somebody's popular tonight. So yeah, the recipe calls for 1 egg, but obviously I'm doubling
Is that
up.
all right when it back?
Yeah, should be. Shouldn't need it on long anyway.
No.
I hate that doorbell.
So yeah, so that's the 2 eggs. And Chris is just melting my butter. And this is 120 mils of milk. That's going in as well. Now I'm gonna, save washing, and I'm gonna put my mix in there. So yeah, this has all got to be mixed together. Just waiting for Chris with my butter. Hi, Crypto.
Hi, Crypto.
Thank you, my dear.
Okay. They paid extra for this. Added ingredients.
Yeah, and to top it off, Johnny's got a bad back as well.
Oh dear. You piggyback, Johnny.
Nice colour on that. A nice orange pumpkin colour. So now,
He says he's got a new mixer.
no, we're not deep frying, Vanessa. We're baking. Is that a new mixer? No, I've had it ages, Steve. So it's just dry ingredients going into your wet ingredients. Because see, that's why I did the dry ingredients at the beginning. So all my spices and everything were all, mixed together. Let me just, because I've got these little things all over the place. So yeah, so we're just going to give that another mix. When I bought them new whisks, as a bit of compensation, I bought a set 3 spoons as well. So yeah, so I got two whisks out of him and a 3 wooden spoons. So you've got to have compensation, haven't you, for stress caused.
For me.
Yeah, by you.
Well, it said you could use a zip bag to put the pumpkin in, to cut the bottom off and put it in your donut.
Well,
so
the jug that I had my milk in, I'm gonna Just want to give this a... So yeah, Laura's opting for the Ziploc bag. I'm going to put mine in a jug.
I've never tried it this way. It's kind of messy. Never done this before. I thought, why not try it?
Well, that's it.
Because that way you can make the hole any size that you want. Got dogs laying all over the place. In my way. Of course. Ooh, that's tasty. Why bake it, right?
Yeah, he's taste testing already, Chris says. Have to, don't you?
Oh, I sure hope I don't regret this.
Hiya, Bria. How are you?
Hi, Bria. Yikes. That's a little much. That's just a little much.
She's regretting it already. A little bit.
Live and learn, so they say.
Well, that's it.
They're going to be big, that's for sure. Maybe not. We'll see.
Ooh, I'm dribbling.
I'm saying nothing.
No, I'm just dribbling. Yeah, it's dribbling off the edge of the jug.
Don't mind my fingers, honey. You'll never know they're in there. Good thing I washed my hands.
That's the last thing I always do, Laura, before I sit down. Go to the toilet and then wash my hands.
Yeah. Hey. That really tastes good.
I'll let it tell you. Oh dear.
Yeah, I'm missing Tracy. I thought sure she'd be here today.
Yeah, she'd have had every intentions of being here, but you know what they say, don't you?
Yeah.
Best laid plans and everything. Yeah, can't help when you get a toothache, can you?
Well, and it really bites that you can't eat anything.
I know.
I know what it's like. I have been there. And I always lost weight, but you know what? I always gained it back too.
Hi, Jennifer. How are you?
Hi, Jennifer. So I told my hubby last week we were making pumpkin donuts this week, right?
Yeah.
So today he says, "What are you making?" I said donuts. He said, I see you have a can of pumpkin on the table. I said, that's because I'm making pumpkin donuts. Pumpkin, he says. I was like, you don't remember nothing, do you? I said, you old fart.
Oh, dear.
I always tease him because he just had a birthday, so I mean, he's old.
Yeah,
I
did last week, Laurie, and yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a bit of a story in a bit. Yeah.
All right. All righty.
Oh, while I think about it, yeah, I'm not using a maple syrup. I'm using a golden syrup. Did you say that's what you were using, Laurie?
Yeah.
So yeah, it makes no odds. It's a syrup, isn't it?
Still have a bunch left.
I'm just wiping this down.
How long do we have to bake these? I can't remember.
I think it's
10 minutes, maybe 15.
10 to 12 minutes. Right, I'm just trying to clean this off at thing so we don't have stuff all over the place. Then I'll get onto my second lot. See, I ain't seeing a lot of places, Crypto, that do maple syrup. So me and Laurie were talking about it, and she says, well, I'm not really keen on maple syrup. So then we had the discussion, can we use golden syrup? And the answer was yeah.
I know if I used maple syrup, my husband wouldn't touch them, and I don't want to be stuck with all them donuts by myself. Not good.
Do you want to put this first lot in, baby?
Go on, then, if it means. I won't set off to that.
So what you I'll do them for 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Because my oven's a little different to Laurie's. And then while these are in oven, I can be putting Mr. Prime Minister.
Sorry, that was me.
I can't get the stuff nowadays.
Are we ready?
Hang on. Oh, pardon me.
Ready?
Right, wait a minute, yeah.
Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Chop, chop, old bean.
Got this all my fingers now.
Oh, another mess. I have to wash my tablecloth. I get stuff all over stuff, and I don't even know how I do it. Oh, well, it came right off. Well, that's nice.
Have you put both your lots in then, or have you just done 6?
I'm going to put mine in right now.
Thank you very much, Tracy.
Oh, you didn't put yours in a bag, huh?
No. I've been there, done that. Got T-shirt. You can't control how much is coming out of it with a Ziploc bag. But with a jug you can, sort of. The only difference in maple syrup, Tim, is it's a very, how can I put it, a dark flavour. Not like black treacle, but yeah. It's one of these things where it's an acquired taste, you know, if you like a bit of a, like, what I'd call it is like a woody flavour, if that makes any sense. I don't really know what I'm trying to say here. But yeah.
Tracy should have come and done my dishes for me. Pixie's not nice enough to do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, Jennifer. It's I don't know, like a deep. I don't know. It's like a woody, dark. I don't know. I don't know how whether I'm trying to explain it right.
So I'm not sure if I'm going to make it next week or not. We have to wait and see what the doctor says. I'm not sure when they're going to set up my surgery. So
Okie dokie then.
I'll let you know ahead.
Yeah. I
if
still
I
haven't decided. I sent Tim a recipe for Halloween sugar cookies.
Ooh. Halloween sugar cookies. That sounds good.
I need you to let me know as soon as, Tim, so we can set it all up.
I thought you were making what the heck? I can't remember now. Some kind of candy bar thing.
You mean the pumpkins?
No, I mean for next week.
Oh, I can't remember. I've been to bed since then.
My mind's always gone, so I can't remember nothing.
Because you see, I was looking today, and I think I've got like about 5 Halloween recipes, all in all.
All right. Gonna be doing cupcakes too, or
Pardon?
are you gonna be doing cupcakes for Halloween too?
I've got a recipe for red velvet cupcakes. And like a minty flavoured. It's Oreo base.
Oh.
Like a mint in the middle, and then it's like a spider web type of thing.
Oh my goodness.
So I have, yeah, the recipe that I sent you, the cookie bars. So you see, it's a bit difficult for Tim, you see, because he ain't got a lot of how can I put it?
Baking
Utensils.
supplies.
Yeah, the utensils.
Yeah. Well, I didn't either until I met you. Now I got so many I have no room for them.
She don't know where to put them.
But yeah, you know what I mean. Same as I tell people, I've only got as much as what I've got because I've built it up over years. You know, it sort of didn't appear overnight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we only had 3 plates and a half and 4 when we moved in. No, it's got everything.
I love the silicone. It doesn't take up as much space either, you know.
Yeah. And you'll see, Laurie, that when these donuts come out, they just pop out.
Awesome.
Very, very easy. See, I've got a metal one as well. I've got a metal donut pan.
Yeah, I do too.
I've used it once and it's gone back in cupboard.
Yep, that's where mine is.
I had a right tatar with the metal ones. Couldn't get the donuts out. And see, good thing about these is these things are a lot bigger than the ones in the metal ones.
Yeah. I don't know. My husband said they look small. I said, well, we'll see. I said, you could have just shut up because I could buy the mini ones and then you'll really be sorry.
Oh dear.
I said, either that or you can do the bacon, one or the other.
Well, this is just the standard size.
Yeah.
Crypto says she's wanting cinnamon rolls now as well. No, because you need yeast for cinnamon rolls. You need yeast. Proper. I've done a lot of things using cinnamon.
Tracy. Yeah, I've never made anything with yeast. I really been wanting to try and make some homemade bread sometime. Seriously thinking about it. My sister does it all the time. She says she just loves it. So.
What am I doing? So once I've sort of got my hands clean and I've had a drink of my coffee, we'll go on to making the glaze for the But I'm going to have... They my sprinkles, look. Let me just...
Hi, Tommy.
They only like hundreds and thousands type of
Yeah, I
thing.
got my
They
little
like,
sprinkles out.
they like an Halloween sprinkle, I thought. Well, the ones that we've glazed, I can just sprinkle a few on
That's
top.
what I thought I would do too.
So,
Why not?
hi, Tommy.
Tommy.
But I'll have a quick cigarette. That'll not take long to whip up. And that it's just icing sugar, milk, syrup, and what's that spice? Cinnamon. So it's like a cinnamon glaze. So ooh.
Maria.
But yeah, it's a matter of taste, I think, really. You know, maple syrup. Mine's just ordinary golden syrup. But right, I'm going to tell you a little tale about earlier on. Right. Not that. Oh, it'll have to wait. That's first lot done. Saved by the bell. I'm going to have to move these now anyway, aren't I?
Oh my goodness, look what my daughter just made for me for Halloween.
Oh.
A ghost that likes Snoopy. She just sent me the message. She made it out of an old blanket. Oh my goodness.
Well, I can hear ooh coming from. I think you can say they done. Done. Yeah, they definitely done.
I'll get your phone ready then, lady. Oh, you put that there, I can't.
Right.
Couple minutes. And then it'll be done.
Yeah. There you
Yours
go.
on already?
Mm-hmm.
Well, not to follow me everywhere, you know. Going off into trouble. Yeah. Oh. At least he's not raining bowls there.
No. So yeah, that's first lot done anyway.
You didn't raise as much as I thought they would. But I think they'll be fine.
Yeah. Tell me somewhere.
They're going to come out nice and easy.
I'll show you how easy in a minute, look. All right. And this is what I do. Put me on top like that. Turn it over.
Wow.
There you go. That's it. That's how easy they come out.
Wow.
As easy as that, Laurie.
I guess I wasn't thinking very well.
So yeah, just tip it over.
I can't.
Turn your thing other way round, your cooling rack. So it's long ways on.
Oh, this way?
Yeah.
It's so hot.
That's it.
Woo-ha! Yahoo!
There you go.
Oh my goodness. I think I was just scared.
you see, I've done it quite a few times, so
Obviously, you little
I'm a
sneak.
pro at it, you see.
You're a sneaky.
Yeah. I've made quite a few donuts. Let's put it that way, Laurie.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's why I said just flip it over and Bob's your uncle. So I'm just going to put them to one side. I'm just going to wipe me thing.
I needed to take it off of there first.
So basically, for your syrup, for your glaze, it's 120 grams or 1 cup of powdered sugar. Half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. So obviously we're letting them cool down a little bit.
And my oven is still on because I still have pumpkin left. So I'm going to make another one.
It says 1 tablespoon or 15 mils of pure maple syrup, but obviously I'm using golden syrup.
Right. Now they have to be totally cool before we frost them, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm doing this now, you see, while they cool down.
Yeah.
That's first lot we put in the glaze on, and then I've done like you know, like how you do cinnamon sugar.
Yeah.
I've done like pumpkin pie spice sugar. So I'm just going to put a bit. This is I think 15 mils of milk. So it's a tablespoon, but I'm just going to put a little bit in because sometimes it can be a little bit runny. And I'm going to change over onto my little whisk. And it all depends on how thick you want your glaze to be. That's it. So that's your glaze for the first 6 donuts. That's the thing, baby. I know what you can do for me. Get me some greaseproof paper. Only just to put underneath it while I'm glazing them because it gets everywhere. Either second or third.
Don't have to stand up to attention every time I get up this kid.
And I've got a little bit of butter to dip the second lot of. Yeah. You know, when we do this cinnamon, well, it's not cinnamon sugar, but it's so this is the that'll do. Anyway, so basically it's just 1 cup of caster sugar and a tablespoon of the pumpkin spice that I made. So the second lot, I'm going to dip them in that. See, I find as well, Laura, going them straight out at pan, it makes them cool down a bit quicker.
Hurry up. You want to go outside? Huh?
Yeah, I suppose you could, Tracy. But you see, I quite fancied the glaze, and then that's why I made the like cinnamon sugar. But obviously use the. I mean, you've got to go on the pumpkin sort of theme, haven't you? So I put a tablespoon of pumpkin spice in a cupful of caster sugar. So first lot we're going to glaze, and then the second lot we're going to well, I am anyway. You know, this dip them, melt some butter, dip them in butter, and then in the sugar.
Well, it says that you can just brush it on top of the donut so it'll stick. You know, brush melted butter a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm getting 18 out of my batch.
Ooh.
And I'm
Well,
going to tell you why.
I only just got 12.
Well, I'm going to tell you why. Remember that recipe I showed you that said you got 17 out of it?
Yeah. You made that.
I made that one. And you know, it's all the same ingredients, just kind of a couple little extra different things than what you used.
Yeah.
Like oil instead of milk. And yeah, I got to have more than 12. Probably you'll eat 12.
Never mind. Never
All by
mind.
himself. So that worked out. Oh, that one wasn't done. Oh my goodness. It's a good thing I got another batch. Man. That's what I get.
I might need another, what's the jig, baby? Yeah, cooling rack.
I've really made a mess today. Holy cow.
Well, I'll tell you that story that I was going to tell you earlier on. I will weigh my ingredients out, and obviously I've had to do 2 lots of milk. So we've got like a big 6-pint carton, right? So I'm there trying to wait first lot tart, got milk on the floor. So here we're turning blue while we're effing and jeffing it like some you know, like a troop. Chris and Callum weren't here because they'd gone out photographing. So I'd left it on one side and come to measure it out for the glaze. Guess what?
Uh-oh.
I dropped it a second time.
Oh, no.
Milk. There were milk and towels and everything all over the floor.
Oh, my gosh.
And do you know, I just sat there and cried, Laurie.
I bet you did.
I just sat there and cried, and I thought, well, once I can understand, but twice. And I said to Chris, I said, when he got back, and he says, well, why were you crying? I said, because I feel useless. You know what I mean? When you've got arthritis in your hands and things like that happen, you do. And I says, because I feel useless. I says, my hands is not working properly, you know, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And he kept saying, well, don't worry about it. He says, you should have left it until I come back and I'd have measured it out for you. I says, well, ending up, I put some milk in a pint pot and I did it that way. But yeah, I just sat there rotting my eyes out, Laurie. I was so, yeah, I don't know. Like, ooh.
I hear you.
I thought, well, it's not just happened once. I've dropped it twice.
Oh, my gosh. Well, that's like that day I went out to cook myself a steak on the grill, and I knew what I was doing. I started the damn grill on fire. We had to go buy a new grill.
Yeah, it will like
turn it off now, or
yeah.
Happen, you know.
It were like a frustrating cry, but also our, you know what I mean. I was upset that, you know, God, can't I do anything? You know, my hands just, ooh.
Oh, I know.
But yeah.
No.
I mean, I'm all right now. It was just at the time I were here on my own. I thought, well, it's not happened just once, it's happened twice. And I sat there rotting my eyes out. I was crying like a baby.
Oh, my.
But oh, the joys of getting old.
So just to let you know, I only got 15 out of my batch because I had to throw 3 away.
Oh.
They weren't done, which just makes no sense.
See you later, Amjad. Have a good day.
See you, Amjad.
Ta-da.
Hey.
So this last batch it's in is going to cook a little bit longer.
I've got one that's a bit lopsided. That one's a bit lopsided. It's sort of like
I
leaning.
kind of have one that's a little lopsided. Not a lot, but a little.
But yeah. See you tomorrow, Amjad.
Hello, Anthony.
Hi, Anthony. How are you?
Hey.
So I'm just going to clear this up and then okie dokie then, Amjad. So, probably wondering why I'm putting baking paper down. So I'm putting baking paper down because when I dip it in, so I'm not, you know, so I'm not sort of cleaning a lot of mess up. Yeah.
Come on in there. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, man. Where did you look? Come on in there. Come on. Stop being a wally. There you go. Anybody want to do your car?
No. This is sort of the messy bit.
Yeah, what made us decide to do this? Tell me.
Your fault.
No,
You wanted to make donuts.
I did not. I
Let's not
lied.
nest.
Okay.
I lied.
Domestic.
Yeah. So don't put any of the blame on me. It was you. You wanted to make donuts.
You don't know.
Baby, will you melt me that butter there, please?
What about I thought I'd done you one.
This is to
Yeah. This paper comes in handy for so many things.
yeah.
Never see me walk back to the car too quick. When I realise I'm going to be late for the appointment.
And Halloween. These is Halloween sprinkles as well. Crypto. Yeah, and that's one of the things reason why we've got greaseproof paper is at end when you've done, you just yeah, roll it up and chuck it away.
That's alright, you have to roll that butter when you get the dab on.
I only want it to dip in there.
It's weird that.
No, get your mitts off.
Laurie's been tasting them already.
Well, I don't care. You're not. I don't care.
She don't care.
So yeah, yeah, it's a good job I'm here to keep him in check, partners. So yeah, this lot I'm gonna dip it in some melted butter and there you go. So yeah, I'm doing that. I've done like half glazed and half dipping in melted butter, and then in this like a, like you see, like a sugary.
Well, they look like donuts. And I'm sure they'll be very tasty, but I'm not going to taste one, damn it. I'm not going to do it.
You already have, haven't you?
I always do it. I'm not doing it this time.
5 minutes later, I'll just have one.
Yeah, because you know as well. It's only got 15 out of it, so there's an odd one.
Oh, well, that's why she's only done 15. So she can have problem. We know. Exactly like that. It's not a paper piece, it's not a great.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prime. I'm just going to see if I
Thank
can
you, Mr. Prime.
a few of these on there. I don't know whether they're going to stick or not, but hey ho. No, they're not going to stick, so I'm not going to bother. So there you go. I've got like half a dozen with the glaze and sprinkles, and then I've got. I hope I've missed one. I've just noticed I've missed one. It's a good job. I'm on the ball. Nobody said anything, did they?
Oh,
That I'd missed one.
by the way, you missed one, Bob.
Ha ha ha.
I think I'm going to glaze the rest of mine because the glazed ones look so good. And you can't see the sugar.
Oh crap! Over. So I've just knocked that thing over with sprinkles in.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, buddy. Forgot about you, didn't I? Forgot about my doggy.
Why? Where did you forget about him?
He was outside.
Oh dear.
He doesn't go anywhere. They're well trained as far as that goes. They know not to go anywhere. They don't want to get their butts whooped.
So there you have it. I've got 6 glazed ones and 6 that I've done in like sugar coating. I'm just going to put the link in should anybody want to come up.
Well, I got my last batch out. I'm going to let them sit in that thing for a few minutes. And then I'll twist it over.
But you see, what I was going to say, Mr. Prime, is I've got both silicone and the metal ones. And I've used the silicone ones once, and that were it. They went back in cupboard out of way. Never again.
You didn't like them at all, did
No.
you?
I'll just show you why. These things here, you know, that form your donut, in the metal ones, they're very low down. So I would recommend these 100 times over rather than the metal ones.
Yes, look at those donuts. Aren't they
See?
lovely?
See? Now, do I ever give you any bad advice there, Laurie?
What's that?
I says, do I ever steer you wrong there, Laurie?
No. These are the ones that just came out of the oven, so I'll have 15 altogether. Hubby will probably eat most all of them. Because he's such a pig.
So, yeah, it were no good me just making this 6 because, yeah, them two would have been in total uproar. Total uproar.
I'm gonna let you guys look at that while I clean up my mess. I really have a mess here.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, 100%, Mr. Prime. I would recommend the silicone ones any day at week. The silicone, the easiest to pop out. You've seen how easy it is. Just put them on a cooling rack, turn them over. That's it. I mean, you still have to grease your pans like you would like a metal one, but you've seen how easy it were.
Yep, I just put a tiny bit of butter.
That's all I did. Just got my brush and that were it.
I don't like that spray stuff that everybody recommends when you bake. I don't like the flavor it gives to stuff. You know, like spray on butter.
I know what you mean. It's like an oily.
Yeah, I don't like it one bit. Won't use it.
But
oh, these ones turned out perfect. Yay. Yay.
But yeah, you know, if you've got the right equipment, this is what, you know, they turn out perfect. Hi, Colin, how are you?
Colin?
But yeah, we've finished baking, Colin. That's as I've done 6 glazed ones and 6 with like sugar on them. Pardon me. So yeah, so we've done. No, and taste is phenomenal, Mr. Prime. I've done all sorts. I've done apple donuts. I've done lemon donuts, and you name it. That's how I know how easy it is to get out of the silicone and what to do. Because I've made donuts galore. And what I did is I went on Amazon to buy the pumpkin puree, and it was cheaper to buy 2 tins. Well, I've only used sort of less than half a tin. So what I've done is I put it in a jam jar and screw the lid on and put it back in the fridge, and other tins still in cupboard. So if they go down, you know, if they go down all right, then I can make them again.
Yeah.
And not even break into second tin of pumpkin puree. Because I've got a recipe for pumpkin chocolate chip muffins.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Ding, 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 ding.
But it's exactly like sort of what we made last week, but the pumpkin muffins. But you see, the thing is, I thought to myself, nah, if I just put the lid to the tin back on top of it, it's going to go mouldy. Now, what can I put it in that where it's not going to, you know, where it's going to keep? I thought, I know, I've got a jam jar somewhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I'm there spooning it into the jam jar. Obviously, it's got a tight lid on now. So, yeah. But, yeah, it's wait, how can I put it? When you know what you're doing, then it's easy. And now Laura knows the easiness of it. You know, how easy it is to pop them out. And, yeah. It's just these things that you pick up along the way, if you know what I mean. But if these go down all right, then I shall make some more with the, you know, the pumpkin puree that I put in.
You should see the puree I have in my cupboard. My husband and I, we love our pumpkin pies. I make them all the time. But I always make sure I have plenty because we had a year here where there was no pumpkin. You couldn't buy it anywhere. So it was like, we always make sure we have plenty up in the cupboard because it's not going to go bad, you know?
Well, that's it. That's it.
So
that's what I didn't want with that, you know, because I hadn't used the old tin. I think it's a 400-gram tin.
Yeah.
So I thought, I know, I'll pour it in a jam jar. That way it's in an airtight container. Yeah, you sort of pick these things up along the way, Mr. Prime. You know, we in the trade call them acts, if you know what I mean.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, if anybody's considering getting any donut molds, get the silicone ones. And I think when I bought mine were about $7.99, I think, for 3 off of Amazon. And they're not a bad price, just considering you get 3.
How much?
I think they're about $7.99 for 3. That's in our pounds. But you think once you, it's like I always say, once you've laid on your
There they are.
You know, once you've laid on your equipment, then yeah, you know, we see that you know where I said I got some googly eyes and bats and whatever. I found them.
I do too. I got a bunch of that stuff up in the cupboard. Well, I got the googly eyes. I got bat wings and.
Well, these is like actually.
Oh yeah.
Like rice paper bats.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those.
And I'm doing purple and black. And there your googly eyes look. But the thing that the recipe that I sent Tim, it's like it's a sugar cookie, but in a bar, and yeah, you could put whatever decorations you want on it. So some more sprinkles. I've got some other sprinkles somewhere. What I bought last year, and that's like got pumpkins and everything in it. So
yeah, a lot of that stuff we can't find here. Now, if I would have went to like Michael's, I probably could have found some stuff up there, but they are so expensive. You might as well buy the whole lot, including the baking. So they're very expensive.
It's like every now and again I see something. I mean, it was like that stick blender. I've been wanting one for ages. So obviously, because it was my birthday, Callum asked me what I wanted. I said, "Oh, you can buy me a stick blender if you want."
I have one of those little mini ones, like you can do eggs with.
But yeah,
like
it's
Callum
got
got you.
like a beaker. It's got like a mini processor, which stick blender at top. But also there's an attachment that you fix to your stick blender, and it's got like a whisk on it. So it's you know, it's you know, I mean, I could have probably used it tonight, but I just sort of didn't want to risk it. Anyway,
I thought sure you would.
Yeah, but yeah, basically the recipe for next week, because Tim's joining us, it's just the basic basic sugar cookie recipe, but you make it in bars.
In bars.
Yeah, and you add what I think it's orange colouring to the icing, obviously going on Halloween sort of theme, and then you use whatever decorations you want to.
I hope I can make it.
So, but I did send the recipe to Tim to see if, you know, because I did mention about the pumpkin chocolate chip muffins. Hi, Bordeaux Fort. How are you?
Those were so good. I gave my neighbors some, and boys, they flipped over them.
But yeah, can you imagine them, but with pumpkin and chocolate chips?
Yeah. Hi, board old fart.
So yeah. But you know what I mean? It's you know, I did send the recipe to Tim. You know, it's sort of next steps down to him. You know, it's quite. I'll tell you where it is.
Are you going to send it to me?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be nice.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I get really mad. I'll say all kinds of stuff about you on Facebook. Never. Edible cobwebs. Those are easy to make.
Yeah. Marshmallows.
I don't like fussing with stuff like that, though.
Yeah. All you do, Mr. Prime, is melt some marshmallows, but very, very tricky, very, very sticky.
Or you can just melt chocolate and do it use your piping bag and do it in the shape of a spider web on a piece of wax paper on a cookie sheet. Stick it in your freezer and freeze it. And there you go. You're going to have your web.
But yeah, and that's another thing you can do, yeah. White chocolate.
White chocolate. You can use colored chocolates like
put
orange.
It on like greaseproof paper, like what we've just used, right? And do it in right. Here, looking that look. Oh, it's gone off. There you go, Tim. That's basically the picture of it, and it's just it's quite a pretty simple, you know. I'm just going to send it to Laurie while I think about it, and then I mean, this is the thing. You can go to pawn shop and you can get the decorations from a pawn shop. Maybe you only want some sprinkles. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like a buttercream frosting. So it's 1 cup of butter, cup of butter softened, 3/4 of a cup of vegetable oil, a cup of granulated sugar, 1 cup of powdered sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk, 2 large eggs, half a teaspoon of baking powder, cream of tartar. Now I've got that Dr. Oak sachets. Salt, but I never use salt anyway, and 4 cups of all-purpose flour, and that's for your main cookie bar. This is for your frosting. 5 tablespoons of butter softened, half a cup of sour cream, which you can get in any supermarket, teaspoon of vanilla, 4 cups of powdered sugar, 4 to 5 tablespoons of milk, 3 to 4 drops of orange food colouring, and Halloween sprinkles. That's it. And that's it. They're quite simple to make. So there you go. That's but it's one of these things you can decorate as much or as little as you want. You know what I mean? It's entirely up to you, and all you do is colour your buttercream orange. Yeah. That's the recipe that I did send to Tim, Tracy, and I did tell Tracy I were waiting back to hear from Tim. But yes, we are making them next week, and let me just send it to Tracy. I don't know whether I've already sent it or not.
Well, finally got the dishes washed.
Now
I'm having a real cigarette because I haven't had one in 3 days.
Down here, Laurie's slacking. Yeah, I says my dishes are still down here.
So hubby will come home from work and he'll say, "Oh, donuts for dinner."
But yeah, I tried to sort of work around Tim to, because obviously he's only got a limited utensils, you know what I mean? But I've sent it anyway, Tracy. But yeah, this is it. This is all you need, Tim, is just a good whisk, and you can probably pick them up from pound shop.
I think he has one anyway, doesn't he?
No, we were using a fork last time.
Oh, yeah. Find your nearest dollar store. You'll find one.
Yeah.
You'll find one. You can get your little silicone spoons and all that stuff real cheap there.
Yeah. Tracy says, have you kept some plain, Laurie?
No, I did a little over half with the frosting, and then I did 6 with just the sugar. So I didn't keep any. I'll probably eat the ones with the sugar. But they turned out nice. So once again, I'm pleased. Other than I had to throw away 3 that didn't cook all the way. And it's funny, they're the 3 that I didn't check with the toothpick. All the rest were okay.
Oh dear.
So.
But I have got some other Halloween decorations what I bought last year. I mean, I've even got Halloween cases, but I think the cupcake cases and not muffin cases. So But yeah, what I've done, Tracy, is I've done half in the glaze and half in the sugar. So I've got 6 sugar ones and 6 glazed ones.
They're going to be good. That's going to be my bedtime treat.
Well, I'll go till past, and if nobody wants to join us on the panel, then
Tim says he does have a whisk.
Oh, right. Oh, you've got a whisk now, have you? It's a lot less elbow grease, Tim. But I mean that recipe next week is it's more or less very easy. And you'll find as well making the buttercream with a whisk is a lot simpler.
So you just use what, a 13x9 pan or 8x8? I didn't look at the recipe yet. So
it says a sheet pan, so I don't know really what.
Really? Oh, okay. So they're small bars then, kind of not super thick, I would think, if they go on a sheet. So
but what I might do is I might use a aluminium disposable thing. I mean, you can even get them in Pound Shop as well, Tim. The aluminium disposable trays and whatever.
Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. That'll be nice and easy. No, not a whole bunch of fuss.
Well, that's it. And I mean, let's face it. Once you've if you line them with greaseproof paper, and following day you just lift them out, you can wash them out and use them again. Yeah.
If you feel like washing it, or you just throw it away, whatever.
That's it.
It's only $1. Of course, $1 is a lot of money too nowadays.
But that's it. That's why I said take a look at Pound Shop first, Tim, before you go shopping anywhere else.
They have the the metal pans, like we have sheet pans. Cheap too there, but they're not the non-stick. So if you got those, you would have to use the paper on it.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah.
So and then you could use them over and over and over. So
I think it's a lot easier to use these aluminium pans and line them with paper anyway.
Yeah, I have learned to line everything with paper since I met you.
Yeah. Well, I do everything.
Yeah, and then I wipe everything out. Half the time you don't have to wash it. You just wipe it out real good and you're good to go.
That's it.
Yep.
So, well, I'll just go till past, and then, obviously nobody's coming up on panel, so
Nobody's coming up? What the heck? I have no friends.
Hey, I'm billing no mates either.
Join the club.
But
yeah, I have so many pans and baking pans and stuff, and I need to clean that cupboard out. I can't. The thing is I'm not strong enough to get up. If I get down on my knees to get into the cupboard to get them all out and rearrange, I can do that, but I can't get back up off the floor. I'm not strong enough. So I'd have to do it when my hubby's here and have him pick me up.
I spilled that milk, I just took tea towels and all sorts off floor, Laurie, because I weren't getting down on my hands and knees. And
I have, but it's so very hard to get up.
I'll tell you something as well, Laurie. When they do renovations on this house, God knows what they'll find behind them cupboards.
Oh, God.
I've had no end of wooden spoons go missing. And I don't know where they've gone, and we can only.
Well, my husband built our cupboard.
No backs on. By rights, you should have backs on the cupboard, but
we ran into that where we found a few things, but we tore everything. We gutted the kitchen and redid it. He put in brand. Did his own cupboards and everything. And
we see we're only renting, and the company that owns the house is. Apparently, these houses was built in 1950 as a temporary measure for a shortage of housing. So, boiler, new kitchen, new bathroom, rewired, all new windows.
Yeah.
Okie dokie, then I'll see you
Tracy.
tomorrow then, Tracy.
Take care, Tracy. I hope you get feeling better.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to close it down. Thank you for everybody for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed the baking tonight, and I'll see you.
It was fun. I made a mess, but it was fun.
I'll see you later, guys.
Yeah, bye everybody.
Bye.